Okay, and we're live. Welcome back to Showcase Live. This is Mike Daniels at DeLand Sport Aviation Showcase. And I'm here with Della, and we're looking at, did I say your name right?
Yes, absolutely.
That's good. I'm bad with names. Although it's not our first time talking, is it?
No, it is not. We know each other well through many means, I suppose.
Yep. This is most people know that this is one of my favorite airplanes on the planet right here. So we're fortunate enough to talk with her about this wonderful BushCat here. So tell me about the BushCat.
Well, BushCat's manufactured in South Africa, so this has been designed to be your backcountry type bush plane, so it definitely has the stow capability. It's a very simple aircraft to assemble if you're looking for a kit, but it's also available factory built as an SLSA. It's a great trainer airplane. Side-by-side seating allows for that ease of transition, training, all of that. Not only that, really what makes this kind of a step up from the competition is the fact that it's so easy to maintain, because you can pretty much get at every part of this aircraft. You unzip portions of this fabric and you can easily get it at. So really for that it's just affordable all the way around, not only for maintenance purposes but price point. Light sport was intended to be affordable, easy to fly, easy to maintain, and this really fits in there.
Yes, it's great for maintenance, I can tell that. What's the price now?
Starting price ready to fly is about $82,000. Goes up from there based on panel package. You can get a kit for $32,000, firewall back, so you can build it as a kit as well.
Well, that's amazing. Most airplanes at that price point look more like ultralights than airplanes. This is a really, really great looking airplane for that. So what kind of engine's in it?
So the Rotax 912 ULS is what pairs up the best with this airplane. It's the one we provide factory support for. Kit builders could experiment with other engines. There's a lot of engines out there these days. I think the Viking 90 horsepower engine probably would work great with it. So you have a bunch of options there, but the Rotax 912 ULS just seems to just do extremely well with it. You can get it as a tail dragger, nose wheel. You can put it on floats. Endless possibilities.
Nice. So these are coming out of Africa, so if you order one, what's the wait time on them?
Right now it's about 5 to 6 month lead time for factory built. You can get a kit in 3 to 4 months, approximately at this point.
That's pretty good. And you guys are based out of Illinois still?
We are. We're right on the state line of Illinois and Wisconsin, so close, in that Midwest area right there. We've got a few dealers spread across the country looking for more as usual. So we just got to get some more BushCats out there and enjoy it.
Nice. So what kind of prop's on the front of this?
This is a Kiev prop. It's a 3-blade prop. It seems to just pair up with the Rotax engine really well. It kind of makes it a real nice, quiet aircraft, actually. We get a lot of compliments on the flight line for being a very quiet aircraft. So the combination of the prop with the exhaust system that Skyreach makes for the BushCat and the Rotax engine, it's a really nice sound.
That's great. Is it variable pitched at all? I mean, ground adjustable type stuff?
Yes, for sure, ground adjustable. Absolutely.
So that's great. So you got the canopy on top. I see the vortex generators up there. Tell me about those.
So we've added those within about a year or so. They're pretty much standard. They're really allowed the stall speed to kind of get down to the low 30s and 40s. So it's a pretty stall aircraft. Takes off in less than 300 feet. Same with landing.
Yeah, it's amazing. When I was visiting my buddy Shannon up there in Pennsylvania, he was getting ready to install those on his here a couple of years ago when I was up there. Great airplanes. He loves his. His is a tail dragger. So let's see, what else do we got here? I know I want to talk to you about panels. We were just talking to the people that are doing the panel for Rachel. Yeah, tell me about that.
So we're also distributor, along with our partners from Canada, of the Canardia Avionics, and Canardia has been kind enough to provide Rachel St. Louis with some instruments to finish up her BushCat panel. The Canardia instruments are a fantastic choice for light sport or even experimental aircraft because of its lightweight, super easy to install because it's a lot. A connection just to be a simple Ethernet connections. There's not a ton of wiring and DB9 connectors and all kinds of stuff to try and figure out. So the ease of that, and the folks from Canardia out of Slovenia are incredibly great folks to work with. So we're trying to bring their product here to the U.S. market and trying to get it out there in this industry.
That's awesome. Yeah, I was really impressed. As a guy who was building an airplane at one time, as an airplane mechanic, the fact that basically each gauge has 3 wires.
Yeah.
It has a network cable, power, and ground. I mean, it doesn't get any simpler than that. Even the big moving map GPS panel. It's a great kit.
Yeah, we're hoping to get a BushCat soon with all of those Canardia products to show. We also use the trig product for the radio and the transponder. So the combination of the trig and the Canardia for BushCat, phenomenal.
Hey, that's awesome. I'm pretty excited about that myself. So let's step inside. Maybe we can get you on this side. We can get the cameraman on this side. Come in over here, Tom. Oh, okay. Sorry. There we go. Prop rod up. There we go. Sorry for the brief interruption. I'd like to look inside because this is a really, sorry, I'm holding the mic too close again, Tom. Camera guy's giving me the sign that I'm loud and obnoxious. Sorry, Tom. Anyway, so one of the cool things about this is if you pick that up, the armrest, right, lift the armrest up, you come underneath it, right, and then you sit down in it and you put the armrest down, and the throttle and stuff, I don't know if Tom sees over here yet or not, but the throttle's over here, so it's in the armrest. This is pretty cool. And then tell us about the panel up here.
So this is actually about the fanciest panel we've ever installed in the BushCat. This particular customer wanted the dual dynon. It's the HDX 7-inch Skyview. So pretty fancy, one of the more expensive ones. It's going to raise the price up there. But super nice. He's got everything integrated, ADS-B in and out, nothing else he needs. He's got upgraded landing lights, strobe position lights. This one just is missing cabin heat is about the only other option we don't offer. So,
well, normally in Central Florida, cabin heat's not something you worry about too much. But today would have been, this is my first interview with the stocking cap on, so it's a first for me. But it is what it is. Okay, so that's pretty awesome. So this is our stick. All right, so you fly by that from either side?
Absolutely, center stick. Like I said, with the throttle being on both armrests, you can fly the aircraft equally. Hence, it makes it for a super great trainer. You're right there side by side with the CFI or whatever. If you prefer to have the stick in your left hand, just sit right seat. Who cares? It's really one of those where you have the flap mechanism right here. It's a mechanical flap, so it's a very simple way to just engage the flap in 2 different settings, just like that. Very wide cabin. It's one of, if not the widest cabin in the light sport category. So you've got about 53 inches of width. You're not going to really touch shoulders with the person next to you. Even if you're very broad-shouldered, shouldn't have a problem.
Yeah, that's one of the main reasons I like that. I mean, there's a lot of reasons I love this plane, but being a fluffy kind of guy like I am, I think we're having some trouble issues over there with the equipment. But even being the fluffy guy that I am, I need some more room in the plane than a lot of these light sports just will not fit me. So we have toe brakes on this side only, but you can get them on both sides.
This particular one has a dual. I think dual is pretty standard. Yeah, pretty much. Like I said, yeah, this one really doesn't have a whole lot. You can't add to it. This one's pretty decked out. But, the theory behind the design of the BushCat is to be pretty simple, keep it simple. And you could go as basic as, the very basics, engine monitoring, fly off an iPad. It's what I do. I don't need all this fancy glass stuff. If I don't have to, it's nice to have. But you can really take things back to basics. This is exactly what it is. It's back to the stick and rudder type flying.
Well, that's pretty awesome. And I can relate to flying off the iPad. Most of my flying these days is in a 1956 172, so it's real basic panel. And nothing's in the right place. It's like they took a shotgun and shot the panel and just threw the instruments wherever. So, cargo compartment. You want to look at that? We're still doing okay there, Tom, or are we dying?
It's freaking.
It's freaking. Okay, we'll finish up. Sorry about that. Okay.
Cargo compartment is located back here. It's essentially an unzip of the fabric, and this fabric is something that we get asked about a lot. Is called Tri-Lam. It's actually manufactured to be sail fabric for professional racing yacht sails. So what we do is we just unzip and we simply throw all our gear back there. In total, you'll probably have about 81 pounds of baggage that you can throw back here. This is also where the fuel tank is, behind the seats. And again, you can see everything about this airplane just by simply unzipping.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So what's the useful load?
Anywhere between 550, 600 pounds.
It's awesome. So what's your website?
BushCatUSA.com.
Perfect. Phone number?
888-211-1773.
Anything else you want to tell us?
You need to go up for a flight, Mike.
I do need to go for a flight, and I need to buy one. If you're watching the social media person for DeLand Sport Aviation Showcase, sorry, Jana, is my wife. So if you're watching this, honey, we need one of these.
Let's do it. Come on.
Okay.
Guys, appreciate it.
Thank you very much. So this is Mike Daniels at DeLand Sport Aviation Showcase 2019. I want to thank all the crew, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.